Going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. If you are here, you can hear me clearly. Put a number 1 in the chat. Put a number 1 in the chat. Put a number 1 in the chat. If y'all can hear me clearly, please put a number 1 in the chat, family. Shout out to everyone who's here. Salute to all the visionaries. Welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. And I see that y'all can hear me clearly. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Salute, salute, salute. Let me get over here and give some shout outs, but make sure y'all hit that like button and make sure y'all share today's show. Hit the like button and share today's show because we are going to get into it. We are going to get into it today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is part 3 of the series, Black Men Are Tired of Struggle Love. Make sure if y'all didn't catch episodes 1 or 2, go to the playlist Struggle Love in the playlist section of my channel. And you can find those episodes along with another video or 2. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone who's been supporting the series. Hit that like button, share today's show. Hit that like button and share today's show. We're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. Shout out to Bob in the building. What's good, Bob? What's going on? Shout out to Miss Angie. Hey, Miss Angie. Good to see you. Always coming through and holding down the Chizat. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. Shout out to Self University. Salute, salute. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Sutton. Salute, my brother. Shout out to Raven. What's going on, Raven? Shout out to my brother, Papa Flocka in the building. Salute, bro. Salute, salute. Hey, Miss Mona. Good to see you, love. Shout out to Miss Mona in the building. Shout out to Loadcast in the building. Salute. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Let me see if I missed anyone. Shout out to ES on the check-in. Shout out to my man Fierce Soul in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Melanin King. What's going on, Melanin King? Salute to you. Shout out to everybody in the building. We're going to get into it today. Y'all see, this is part 3. Black Men Are Tired of Struggle Love. Part 3. Black men are tired of struggle love. Loving broken-hearted women. Oh, yeah, we need to talk about this. Fellas, we need to talk about this. Because, see, usually when we speak about our women or the women we've dealt with and the shit that we go through with them, is usually from a standpoint of frustration. You know, like, for example, yo, man, shorty tripping. She always on some bullshit. I don't know why. She just don't get what I be trying to tell her and this, that, and the third. True or false? Put that in the chat. Isn't that how usually guys come to each other when they have problems with their women? Isn't that usually how the conversation starts? True or false? True or false? What's good, Astral Atmosphere? Salute. Anthony Touchstone, what's good, bro? What's good, Charles Ramsey? Peace to you. Blessings. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn in the building. Salute, salute. Isn't that how it usually happens? Melanin King says 100. Charles Ramsey says facts. That's usually how it starts. You know, guys don't usually go in depth on what's wrong. And see, this is the reason why I decided to do this series. I didn't decide to do this series to clown women or to make women look some type of way. You see, I did this series because I wanted not only my brothers to begin to feel comfortable speaking out in this way, but I wanted women to hear and to see by the sentiments of the chat room what struggle love means to us and the struggles that we endure. You see, this series was not intended to clown or make fun of, you know, the shit that we go through, because it's really not funny at the end of the day. It's not funny, you know. But what I want us brothers to begin to do is begin to be more present emotionally when speaking about shit like this with other brothers, because this is how we learn to deal with shit like this. Us always communicating from a place of frustration and shit like that, that's not going to get nothing done. We have to really begin to communicate our feelings effectively, and don't be afraid to one another. There's nothing feminine about that. There's nothing feminine about that. A lot of us brothers, we have trouble with that. Communicating our feelings in an effective way, in a healthy way. You see? I'm guilty of that myself. This is why when I say we got to heal before we build, well, I'm not just speaking to y'all, I'm talking about myself. This is something that I've learned on my own. And I began to survey the brothers that I was around, my homeboys. You see? What's up, Toya? Good to see you. We have to begin to learn to communicate the way we feel effectively. And it should start with how we talk to each other about what we go through, specifically, in particular, women. Since a lot of Black men like to come online and talk about women, why don't we communicate the shit that we've been through with women in a more effective way? This is what I've always preached, even when I was part of what y'all know, the Black manosphere. You see? Because I know up under all of the anger, the frustration, the red pill rage, and all of that other shit, up under all of that is hurt for Black men. Up under that is loneliness. Up under the frustration and all of that is loneliness, man. It's abandonment. This is why you got black men saying that they want to go somewhere else to find where they're accepted, because they've been abandoned. And what I tell brothers that like to do that, I don't tell them not to do it. I tell them, make sure that you get rid of that spirit of abandonment that's inside of you before you go somewhere else, because that's not going to leave you. You feeling abandoned, because you can go somewhere else and still feel alone and still feel lonely. You see? So that's what this series was intended for. Brothers, we got to begin to communicate like this. This is not no weak shit. This is the real shit. This is what they use all of the machismo, fake masculine shit to block us from. Man, all you got to do is get this bag. Then you find out he like to get his little booty played with. All that extra fake masculine shit. Then you find out he's a little weirdo. He's a little, a little slimy, a little slithery. Because you trying to run from what's real. See, this is how they don't want black men to be. They don't want black men to operate like this. No, you nigger your way through life. You nigger your way through it. That's why it's a term called nigger rigging. They want black men to nigger rig their life through their whole life. Man, I'm just trying to make it. They want you to do that your whole life, black man, while all the other men are just running around living. They want us to just nigger it through, savage our way through, burst our way through. You see? They don't want us to do this, the introspection part, and really sit down and communicate and really build a connection. See, why do y'all think these other groups call that shit secret societies and all of that? It's because how it was created and what it was built upon. It's a secret to us. It's not a secret to them. Why do you think they call it that? Why do you think it has such a mystique and all of that shit to it? Because of the connection that those men have that no one else knows about. And it's not to hurt and harm people like other groups of men use brotherhoods for, but it is supposed to be to help. You see? That's what it was for. That's what brotherhood is about. It's not about for you to run around and to plan to hurt and harm other people in the world. You see? And we gonna get to the topic, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. But I just wanted to lay this groundwork because I want y'all brothers to understand what this series is about. Because I know y'all probably listened to part 1, y'all probably listened to part 2, and I know y'all probably like, oh, and I want to let y'all know what it really is about. Yes, I'm going to speak candidly about how we feel about shit, and it may come out in a way where guys may find it to be funny. But that's because I want the women to understand how we feel. You see? And point out certain shit. But it's not to humiliate. Brothers, we come on, man. This is for us. For us to be better men, not just for ourselves, but for our families. So today on part 3 of Black Men Are Tired of Struggle Love, let's get down to business. Let's get down to the meat of it. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. See, I talked about all the shit that we go through, and I broke down the exchange and all of that. But now let's get to the heart of it. See, the heart of this is loving brokenhearted women. That's really what all of this is about. Trying to love women who are brokenhearted. See, remember I spoke on broke and brokenness and how broken Black women are. But you know what's broken on Black women? Their hearts. They're heartbroken. They're heartbroken. And Black men deal or have had to deal with that their whole life. Had to deal with women with broken hearts. Started with their mothers. It started with our mothers. A lot of our mothers are broken-hearted women, or women who've had their heart broken at one point in our lives when we were young, and we had to deal with that. It started there. You see? It starts there. And y'all sound off in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button and share today's show. Loving brokenhearted women is something that Black men has always tried to do. Always. Always. You see? And to the women who could come out and say, no, DS1, that's wrong. Y'all are the women who've already had your heart broken. See, women who've already had their heart broken, they don't understand when a man is trying to show them just how much he loves her. They'll never understand it. You see? You see? Shout out to Brother Love Show. OG, Sonny Blanco. Salute. Shout out to my brother, Po Boy Films in the building. Salute. Salute to everybody, man. Neo TV. What's going on, Neo TV? Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, my brother or sister. This is one of the hardest things, or one of the deepest things Black men deal with when we're talking about struggle love. We have to, or you try to make us feel like we have to fix your heart. This is what y'all put on Black men. Along with, we got to go get the bag. We got to do this. We got to do that. You know what else we have to do? We have to put your heart back together when it's already in pieces. You see? And y'all don't tell us that directly. But a man who understands certain things, he knows that that's what he has to do, especially once he understands his woman. You see? See? This becomes a part of the job description when a man becomes your man after the man who broke your heart. Now this is part of his job title. He has to protect your heart. Fuck his heart. His heart don't exist no more. See that? His heart, his feelings, all that shit has to be put on the back burner. He has to protect your heart. He has to make sure you don't feel insecure in no situation. Fuck him. He's no longer responsible for himself on that level. See, this is how deep this shit is. This is why we got to begin to talk like this, fellas. We got to even begin to talk like this to our women and be able to break it down to them like this. See, I'm not able to do that no more for myself. I got to do it for you because you broken. You hurt. Your heart was broken by a man. So now it's my job to do whatever in the world to make sure you never feel an inkling that I will do it to you. When I have nothing to do with that, this is now put on black men. Sound off in the chat room. Tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. This is now part of your job description as being her husband. See, this is why they talking all this marriage shit. They're not talking about marriage because they ready to be wives. They talking about marriage because they need niggas to come in and to protect them from everything that's surrounding their life. I got to protect you from your family. I got to protect you from your family. I got to protect you from my family. I got to protect you from niggas in the street. So when I protect me, I do it at the same time. Right. See, that's in your mind because you don't understand how protection works. You're not a man. You don't understand how male protection works. You don't understand this. You see? This is the shit that we go through. This is the shit that we go through. Loving broken-hearted women. So while I'm so focused on protecting your broken heart, when do I ever have time to go out and build? I gotta be your doctor. I gotta be your counselor. I gotta be your nutritionist. I gotta be your personal trainer. I have to be your best friend. I have to be all these things for you because of how insecure you are. Because of the insecurity that you brought with you into the relationship, not the insecurity I created. See, what they like to do is they like to make it seem like all the insecurity that they have, you created. That's not true. And they know that that's not true. They come with insecurity because the last nigga who did them dirty made them feel like that. And if you're dealing with a woman who haven't dealt with a lot of men, then you got to understand that her last one or two guys are the guys who've actually imprinted her with brokenness. You see, she's been imprinted with being broken. You see, this is what she knows a man to be. A man is known to her to break hearts. This is what it's programmed into them. And we have to come in and try to reprogram that. And these women know in their hearts that you can't reprogram it. They have to expel it out of them. These women know this. See, this is something I had to learn, fellas. These women know that they holding you hostage when they hold you to these unrealistic expectations. And then they try to say, if you can do this, then you're a man. They know that this is bullshit. They know it. But they need that security blanket. Because they don't want to feel like they just out in the open to be attacked. So if you're a man who shows a level of protection, they're going to get up under that. But see, what they don't understand is you're only allowing them access to your protection because you want to be with them. You see, they don't understand this because they're broken. So you're just a shelter. That's all you are. You're just a shelter. This is why over time, eventually, the relationship will dissolve. Because you're just a shelter. That's all you are. It's raining on me right now. I need somewhere to get up under so I stop getting wet. I don't have an umbrella. This is what women do. This is what women have done to men. This is what Black men go through. And Black men come out of the situation damaged. You see? But women never heard it like this. And they're not going to hear it like this because most men are afraid to communicate like this. Fellas, we have to start communicating how the fuck we really feel and what we really go through. Not from that angry standpoint, that angry, dry nut frustration shit. No. Talk like you got some sense. Tell them how you really feel. Because this type of conversation, no matter how hard they try to ignore it, it's going to sink in. And fellas, you can't be afraid to speak on this level. You can't. You can't. It's good, H. Burns. Shout out to my brother Junior Ali. What's up, Sugar Bum? Hit that like button for me, family. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Shout out to everybody in the building. You see? Loving a broken-hearted woman is a losing battle for us, brothers. It's a losing battle because what you're actually trying to do is you're trying to get the woman that you're in a relationship to look at herself. This is why the other day when the young lady came in the chat room speaking on introspection, I told her to use that advice for herself. Because that's the one thing a lot of women are afraid to do. And it takes a lot of women years to properly do that. You see? And it's the same shit goes for men. But see, I got that over here. The brothers know over here when you listen to me that that's all I talk about. You see? But this is the uphill battle, the uphill losing battle with loving brokenhearted women is the fact that you're trying to get her to see herself, which is something she doesn't want to look at because she's embarrassed of herself. She's humiliated of herself. She doesn't want to accept that she made those bad decisions. And you know why she's so hard on herself and she can't let up? Because she may have never had daddy there to tell her baby it's okay. You see? A lot of these black women who always get up here and parade about black men not having mamas and talking shit about our single mothers and all of that, a lot of y'all didn't have y'all daddies around. So when you made mistakes as a little girl, you know, like telling that little boy that you was his girlfriend and then you found that he bought a snack for another girl and it made you cry and you didn't have daddy to run home and cry to. Because then daddy was going to tell you, listen, listen, baby girl, it's okay. People make mistakes. And you're going to make mistakes with men. Why didn't you tell daddy you liked the boy? You see, it would have been that conversation. A lot of these women have never heard that. Never. These same women that get up here and talk about struggle love and what men don't do and what men ain't. No, the men the nigga nuts that you came from didn't protect you. That's why you don't know you don't understand male protection. He didn't protect your mama and you watched him abandon your mama. That's why you think it's all in every nigga. Then when you find a decent nigga and he just trying to love you, he just trying to show you that he not like that he is who he is. It's an uphill, it's a fucking war. It's a war. Y'all women better stop acting like y'all don't put niggas through hell just for you to accept how the fuck he want to treat you. Stop it. You know you're broken. You know it's hard for you to accept it. Half you women don't even smile. That's why y'all don't get on camera. You rather smile with the camera off. Laugh with the goddamn camera on. Let's see your face. Goddamn, woman. You that goddamn broken? Can we see you smile and laugh? Goddamn. This is what we got to deal with. You barely want to smile on your goddamn birthday. I can't give you a compliment on your birthday and you smile. Can't make you feel sexy on your birthday. The likes of other people on social media feels better. This is what it is loving a broken-hearted woman. See, loving a broken-hearted woman, she doesn't understand that level of abandonment that she's experienced. That's what she gives in the relationship. She doesn't see how much or how she abandons her partner. She doesn't see that. Because in her mind, she's present. She's doing her best. I'm just doing my best. But I gotta do overtime. The niggas gotta do overtime. We gotta do overwork. We gotta do the overload. But you could just say you tried your best and you're not even present. A man knows when a woman's not present. This is what we deal with. We got to deal with your mood swings. We could be laughing, cracking jokes. The next minute, you're crying. Sound off in the chat room, fellas. This is what we deal with. Loving broken-hearted women. We laughing and joking and playing. Next minute, why you say that to me? Now she crying. That shit don't even got nothing to do with you. And you know when we learn that those types of incidents didn't have nothing to do with you, maybe 2 to 5 years later, when y'all sitting down having a real conversation, she'll come to you like this. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. She'll do some shit like this. Y'all hit the like button and share the show too. She'll do some shit like this. Yeah, babe, because I'ma just be real. Like, I know you a good man, and I just be going through my own shit. And I've been working on myself lately, and I just see that, you know, a lot of those things I ain't really have to do, and I'm sorry. I'ma try not to do it, but it's just hard. Y'all never heard that? Y'all never heard that? Fellas, y'all never heard that? She brings up the conversation frivolously. Like, yeah, babe, y'all sitting there eating breakfast, probably on a trip or some shit. Yeah, cuz. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. They don't do no shit like that? Junior Ali says, similar conversation I had with my wife. Interesting, bro. Low cast, elbow cough. Hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. This shit don't be having nothing to do with us. Nothing. And they know it. They knew it. Just like most of our shit has nothing to do with them. You see? Just like our shit, the majority of our shit don't have nothing to do with them. You see? They know. They know they gaslighting you. They know that they taking a little situation and blowing it up because what's in their fucking head. And they know what's in their head. They already doubting what's in their head if it's right or wrong anyway. And that's when the brokenness kick in and say, well, I can't give this nigga the benefit of the doubt. Because he did let me down one time. He did let me down before, so now I can never trust this nigga. He doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt. This nigga's not human. This nigga's not supposed to fuck up. You see the difficulty? You see the difficulty? Now, I'm never supposed to fuck up because what another motherfucker done. I'm never supposed to do nothing. Nothing. Even though I come with my own shit. See, remember a few minutes ago, I just said your shit is put on the back burner. Remember I said that, fellas. Your shit is in the back. Because you got to tend to her. And she's so self-absorbed that she forget that you a fucking person. That you feel, that you hurt, that you've been abandoned. She forget about all of that. That's erased. And then the moment you do some shit to show her that you've been hurt, that you've been abandoned, in the form of fucking up, right? Now, you're the devil. This is what we go through loving broken-hearted women. This is what we go through. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Rona. He says, big facts. I'm one of many who know what it's like to share a bed and time with a haunted shell of a woman. The distance felt within arm's reach, literally, shaking my effing head. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Rona, man. Shout out to you, bro. And that's a fact. Brothers know. See, a lot of y'all women think that brothers don't feel. We know when a woman is distant. We know when a woman is closed off. See, some men are tapped in like that, ladies. Understand that. All niggas is not shut off and the only thing is active is they dicks. That's not true. And stop promoting that shit. Because it's not true. There's men who understand when he laying next to you and you're distant. You know, we know. We know when the feeling is not really that mutual. We know when you're still closing and hiding certain shit. We know. Just like you think you know when we doing it. I'm here to let you know we know too. Not all of us, just like all of y'all don't know, but we know. Guys like me, I know. See, because I don't just get in relationships with women. If we grown and we gonna fuck around and do what we do, then we can do that and keep it pushing. Or even keep it going on. Who knows? However it go. But I don't just jump in relationships and get all involved. I don't do that. I don't do that. Because I'm intimate with my women. I'm private. I don't like a bunch of people in our business, a bunch of people not coming to where we at. None of that shit. I don't post locations. I don't like posting a bunch of fucking pictures. I am not that guy. I'm not these poop putt niggas. So if we go somewhere, don't be taking pictures of me every 10 fucking minutes. I don't like that shit. Yeah, babe, let's take a picture in front of the fountain. Fuck that. You trying to prove to everybody you happy and you sitting there with a broken goddamn heart. We ain't doing that. I ain't one of them dudes. I'm not gonna be fake with you. I'm not him. I'm not that nigga. You ain't gonna hide around me and then I'm gonna protect your fake image. I am not that guy. I do not do that with women. I don't do that with dudes. With my homies. Don't play tough if I know you ain't tough, homie. Don't talk that shit around me. Cause you gonna fuck around and get us in a situation talking like you built like that. Pipe chill. Nobody need to know what we built like until they try to infringe on what we trying to do and where we trying to go. You see? But this is the type of shit we go through. You want us to protect your fake image. You want to act like you lit and be partying and then I got to come home and you crying on my shoulders and telling me how nobody really like you and you know everybody using you and all of that shit. But then you get on Facebook. And we gotta keep, fucking with that. I'm living my best life. No, you're not. You're lonely. No, you're not. You're telling lies to yourself. That's why you think all I do is lie. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about that? Maybe you think all I do is lie because all you do is lie to your goddamn self. Maybe that's why you always think I'm lying. Maybe that's why you think I'm always lying, because you always lying to yourself. About yourself. About how you feel about me. See, this is the shit we go through dealing with broken-hearted women. See, we got to walk on eggshells. We got to worry about if we building or trying to build something with the wrong woman. If she then later on going to try to tear it down or take it from you. That's dealing with broken-hearted women. It's the shit we got to worry about. Is she going to flip on me one day? Is she going to flip on me for no reason? Because we don't have to give these women a reason. They'll make some shit up. They'll say, remember 5 years ago when you was talking to that girl in her inbox? What? So fuck everything that just happened in the past 5 years. You're going to go 5 years back to do what again? To fuck up, to sabotage This is the shit we deal with broken-hearted women. Because she's stuck on the shit that you did 5 years ago because she's still stuck on that other shit that other nigga did 15 years ago. So now you done did some shit that adds on. Another nigga, trauma, another nigga to keep me entrenched in trauma. Another nigga, okay, he hurt me. Fuck him too. Fuck men. He gave me another reason. Here's another level. Another one bites the dust. And that's your fault. And the shit you done could actually be rectified, and it's never rectified. This is why when they fuck up, right? They don't care whether you forgive them or not. That's why they decided to do it anyway. You see? See, when these broken-hearted women decide to do what they do, they don't give a fuck because they're operating from a broken heart. They don't give a fuck. So even if they act remorseful, they still did what the fuck they wanted to do. Your feelings don't matter because you're there as emotional shelter. You're just a shelter. Shelters are what? What are shelters, guys? What are shelters? Temporary residents. These women can't live in a shelter forever. They can't. Can't live in a shelter forever. So then they just move on. And in the end, they end up alone. By choice. Because their insecurities tell them that they deserve to be alone. Not because they're not good women, but because the demons are telling them you deserve nothing. See, I've been told this by women, that they hear shit when they laying down that night. See, I've said this before. Y'all remember I've said this before. Women really lay down and hear shit at night. Men do too. It's not just women. Men do too. Niggas hear demons and shit telling them shit and all of that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's real. And I've had multiple women tell me that. You'll never be nothing. You don't deserve nothing. See how he just hurt your feelings? Told you he don't love you. Told you he hates you. Told you he won't stay with you. They hear this in their heads. These are facts. I've had women tell me this. I'm not just talking. I've had women tell me this. Women I've been in relationships with because I start asking them shit. Like, yo, what's wrong? What is like, what's going on with you? Like, what the fuck is up? Broken-hearted women, man. They hear it in their head. You ain't never gonna have that. You ain't never gonna be happy. And that's what we're fighting against. So now it's, who do she believe? Who do she trust? This is what be going on. This is what be going on. This is what's going on, fellas. Raven says, yes, those voices tend to creep up in their heads, especially at night, which is one of the times of the day when you're supposed to be at peace. That's a fact, Raven. That's a fact. Why you think these women love social media? They be up all night. That's why they love TikTok. That's why they love it, because they could just scroll and see shit to keep their mind occupied. So they don't have to not hear nothing and hear those voices. That's why you see women up. These are facts. Broken-hearted women, man. You got to extra prove how much of a man you are because you got a broken heart. But with you, it's the Mary J. Blige song, Take You As You Are, or Have Nothing at All, right? Just take me, right? We got to take you as you are or get nothing at all. When black men ever told you that? I'm not talking about a black predator. I'm talking about a black man. When you ever dealt with a black man and he wasn't trying to better himself internally and externally? When you ever been with a man who never admitted when he was wrong? Not a predator, a man. When he never stood you in your face and told you the truth. See, if you never had nothing like that, then you never been with men. You only been with predators. You only been with predators. Those are not men. Those are predators. And they don't. Why do you think predators hang out with women, broken women? Who do you see predators around? Who do Rudep hang around? Broken women. That's who he be around, a bunch of broken ass women. He don't hang around guys. He don't hang around no men because he already know what it is. Lift service, he would have got lifted. He can't hang around no men. He can't be around no brotherhoods, because if they find out what's on his jacket, he gonna get lifted. Lift service. That's how that works. Uber black. Because it's niggas like him who create the broken-hearted woman. It's niggas like him. It's niggas like him. It's niggas like him. See? And these women don't want us to get them a lift. They don't want to get lifted. Because if we lift him, right, now the only thing left for them to do is to forgive themselves. You see? And that's harder. It's harder for them to do that. They rather keep the nigga around and use him as cannon fodder whenever they ready, just to never look at themselves, to accept that happened. See, whether y'all believe it, fellas, women are that hard on themselves. They are. That's what it means by they're emotional. When you say women are emotional, that's what that means. They're that hard on themselves. A lot of women still haven't forgave themselves from shit that they've done when they were 16, 17. That's what that means by they're emotional. They don't let it go. They hold on to it. They hold on to the thought. They hold on to the feeling. They hold on to that shit. And they don't understand that people that you bring into your life. See, this is what broken-hearted women don't understand. That every man in your life, after you experience a certain level of trauma, is supposed to be a lesson for you. He's supposed to show you, because you're no longer with a predator. That's his job. That's his job. He's supposed to show you. Not so you could fix it for him, but fix it for you. You gotta want to be a good wife. He can't make you one. Just like you can't make him a good husband. He can't make you a good wife. He can't make you into shit. And fellas, this is what you gotta accept. You can't make her your wife. She has to want to be a wife first. You can't make this woman into nothing. You can't. Especially if her daddy ain't do shit for her. You definitely can't do nothing for her. All you could do is be you and show her you care. Show her you give a fuck. And a lot of times that shit get taken for granted. Right, fellas? I know how that feel too. I know how that feel. Trust and believe. I'm all too familiar with that. But guess what I had to learn? I was in a relationship with a broken-hearted woman. What do you expect to get from a woman with a broken heart before you even got with her? This is what we got to start thinking about, fellas. It's not that these women are not good women. These women are scarred, man. Wounded, just like we are. Just like we are. You see? Just like they love pookies and broke niggas, we like broken women. Broken women with good vag. Right? And fat booties. Right? Let's keep it 100, brothers. See, that's the reason for, there's no reason for a gender war. See, because at the end of the day, whatever don't come out in the wash, come out in the rinse. And it came out in the rinse that these same black women who talk about broke black men still have sex with these broke black men and still get pregnant by them. No matter how much black men get up here and talk shit about these black women, they still putting kids in them and they still having sex with them. So what are we talking about? We need to have a real conversation. And we both tired of struggle love. We both tired of struggling with each other. Let's just admit that. We both tired of struggling with each other. We both tired of bearing the burdens of each other. You tired of paying all the fucking bills, and he tired of you taxing him spiritually and emotionally every goddamn day. He ain't even got time to worry about himself. He worry about you so goddamn much because he got to deal with your broken heart. We both tired of struggle love. Let's just admit that. And let's cut the shenanigans out. But brothers, this series was to show brothers that, man. Begin to speak from a candid place and not a place of just anger and frustration. Get to a place within yourself where you could open up and speak. Because at the end of the day, they need to understand it from this level. They're not going to understand it from the red pill rage perspective. Because we'd all know that's bullshit. The black pill perspective is bullshit. You see? And it's not your job to make her understand it. It's your job to communicate to her effectively. It's not your job to make her understand. Brothers, another thing that we have to stop doing is putting unnecessary jobs on ourselves. As I just said, it is not our job to make her understand that you have her best interests. She's a grown goddamn woman. Either she get it or she don't. That's not your job, bro. For you to make her get it. You can't make her do what's right. She chooses to. She's an adult. And a lot of times they don't choose what's right because they're always told that they don't deserve what's right. You see? Broken-hearted women. And we can never fix their hearts, fellas. Just like they can't fix ours. You see? But what we can do for each other is provide a better experience. And the better experience will come through healing. Then we'll learn how to experience each other in a healthier way. You see? So shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Shout out to everybody, man. Can one of my lovely mods please get the links for parts 1 and 2 of this series? If y'all have missed parts 1 and 2 of this series, go to the playlist section of this channel and click the playlist Struggle Love. That is where you can find the entire series. That's parts 1, 2, and 3. I will be doing some episodes or some different pre-records in the future, rather, and I'll probably put them up under that playlist also. So shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Let me get over here to the chat room and give some more shout outs before we go read some of y'all comments. But if y'all enjoyed today's show, the Cash App is going across the screen. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where y'all can go. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. Shout out to GQ in the building. That's right. No more broken women 2022. That's a fact. Shout out to my brother GQ. Raven says, true, DS1. We all have to give each other grace. The ones who want to get it right should have a chance. Goes for both men and women alike. I agree. Shout out to you, Raven. Thanks, Miss Angie. I appreciate it. Shout out to Kenneth Wright. Salute. JLJ, what's good, JLJ? Loadcast said, what do you mean by lift service? Just think a little more, bro. You know, give a nigga a lift. Give him a lift. You know, what's good, H. Burns? Carl Carnegie says probably running off good men and overlooking multiple good men to hold out for the NBA star while having Pookie's babies. Yeah. That's what happens. But we got to get past all of that, you know, all of that type of jargon, man. Let's have a real conversation. That jargon, that shit keep it divisive. because then they gonna come back with their little jargon and, oh, but the dusties and the dusties and the dusties and, like, come on, man. We need to get up off that silly shit. Because all that's gonna do is gonna make people on both sides say, well, see, that's why, man, fuck all that healing shit. Man, see, man, see. And then the women gonna be like, man, I'm sick of these fuck niggas. And then we left to deal with what we continue to deal with. Come on, man. Come on. Do y'all niggas just want to sit back and complain forever? That's what I want to know. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Carl Carnegie says, as a man, you know when things are off with a woman. Yeah, if you're present. A lot of guys aren't present with their women, so they don't know. But that's true. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all of the visionaries, man. I appreciate everyone if you donated. I appreciate all the love and the support. Most importantly, I appreciate y'all being here. Before we get up out of here, get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. Don't forget, follow me and my brother, the Book of Ronan. The links is in the description box. You can follow the podcast. You can follow us on Instagram. The links is in the description box. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, y'all, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.